So, yeah. Here I am. Still no lid. Still no answer. And I guess that's how it is now. No lid, no closure, no Wando. Well, not the other Wando, anyway. They fired him. Yeah. They fired the other Wando. Just gone. Out the door. I don't even know why. Do you know why? I thought it was about the stapler, but that seems too simple. I mean, who gets fired over a stapler? It's just a tool. Like, we're all just tools, right? Here to staple things together. But, yeah, I heard they fired him. Didn't even let him keep his pens. It's sad. Real sad. But the lid. So I was in the kitchen, you know. Just looking for it. The lid, I mean. Not Wando. I wasn't looking for him. I wouldn't even know where to start. Is Wando in the drawer with the old receipts and twist ties? Probably not. But that's where I looked anyway. Found a penny. You ever find a penny in a drawer and wonder, how did this get here? Like, do we just put pennies in drawers? Or do they migrate? Maybe pennies and lids are migrating together. Maybe they're somewhere. Like a beach. Relaxing. Drinking little umbrella drinks. Not a care in the world. Just gone. Like the other Wando. Gone, but not forgotten. Well, mostly forgotten. I already kind of forgot why they fired him. Anyway, I was standing there with this Tupperware. No lid. And I started thinking. What if this was Wando's fault? What if the lid left with him? Like, maybe they were a team. Wando and the lid. Partners in crime. But not like real crime. More like snack crime. Yeah, that's probably it. Wando probably took the lid, and now they're out there, somewhere, covering someone else's leftover spaghetti. You think Wando's using the lid right now? Like, wherever he is. He's just sitting there, looking at it. Smiling. That would be so Wando of him. But then I thought, no. That doesn't make sense. Lids can't just leave with people. Can they? I mean, Wando's not even a lid guy. He's more of a paperclip person. Or he was. They fired him, so I guess now he's a nothing guy. No paper clips, no lid. Just nothing. That's rough. I wonder where he went. Did he have a plan? Maybe he didn't. Maybe he's just wandering. Maybe Wando is wandering. Like in the wind. Floating away. Kinda like a balloon. Except not. More like a leaf. Or a potato. A potato in the wind. But yeah, I didn't find the lid. Still no lid. I thought about using foil, you know. Aluminium foil. But that felt wrong. Like cheating. Like the lid was watching me, from somewhere, shaking its lid head. No, it would say. That's not how this works. You can't just foil your way through life. You need a lid. And I need the lid. But Wando took it. Or maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe the lid took him. Ever think about that? Maybe the lid's out there, running the show, and Wando's just along for the ride. Maybe he's in. I don't know. Idaho. Why Idaho? No reason. But that feels right, doesn't it? Wando and the lid. In Idaho. With potatoes. The thing is, the lid's gone, and now Wando's gone too, and I'm still here. Just here. With this Tupperware. Holding it. Hoping for something that's not coming. And I don't even know why they fired him. Was it the thing with the coffee machine? Was it the stapler? Or was it something bigger? Something we'll never understand. What if Wando knew too much? Like, what if he figured something out? Something about lids. And now he's gone. Just like that. Poof. No Wando. No lid. I went back to the drawer. You know the one. It's got everything except what you need. Like, it's full of paper clips, and I thought about Wando again. Like, what would he do with all these paper clips? Would he organize them? Or would he just throw them in the wind, like confetti? Maybe that's why they fired him. Maybe he did throw the paper clips in the wind. Maybe they didn't like that. Maybe they don't like freedom. So, no lid. No Wando. Just me. And this container. And the potatoes. I didn't mention the potatoes, did I? Well, there's always potatoes. You can't escape potatoes. They're everywhere. Just sitting there, being potatoes. And sometimes I think, am I a potato? Am I just sitting here too? Waiting for someone to pick me up and peel me? Or mash me? Or put me in a stew? What was I talking about? Right, the lid. I tried looking under the couch. That's where things go when they don't want to be found, right? But there was no lid under there. Just dust. And a sock. But not a pair of socks. Just one sock. Alone. Kind of like me. And kind of like Wando now. Alone. But maybe the sock and Wando are the same. Maybe Wando is the sock. No, that's not right. Or is it? Can you fire a sock? Does a sock even have a job? What am I even saying? But yeah, they fired him. Just like that. No warning. No goodbyes. No lid. I still haven't found a lid, by the way. In case you were wondering. It's still gone. Like Wando. But Wando. He'll be okay, right? Lids are replaceable. People, though. They're harder to replace. Even Wando. Especially Wando. And now I'm just here, thinking about lids, and Wando, and potatoes, and I still don't know why any of it matters. Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, the lid. Still no lid. Still no sign of it. But you know what? I bet Wando took it. Not me. The other Wando. That guy. He probably stole it, just like he stole everything else. You know what I'm talking about? Like, every time something goes wrong, you can trace it back to Wando. Like that time the coffee machine broke. Who was the last person to use it? Wando. That's right. The other Wando. Always leaving things half finished. Like a sandwich. Who leaves half a sandwich? Wando, that's who. He probably left that sandwich there just to mess with me. Like, oh look, here's half a sandwich, and I'm not gonna finish it. I'm just gonna abandon it. Just like I abandoned the lid. I bet that's what he was thinking. It's always Wando. Always. And you know what else? My car. Yeah, the two. Last month, the tire went flat. And who was standing next to it? You guessed it. Wando. With his smug little face. Acting like he didn't know what happened. But I know. Oh, I know. He probably poked a hole in the tire with a paper clip. He was always using those paper clips like some kind of weapon. And now they've fired him, but it's too late. The damage is done. He's ruined everything. Everything. I mean, my life was fine before the other Wando showed up. And now? Now there's no lid, and my car's a mess, and I can't even find my favorite socks. And let me tell you something else. While we're at it. Newfoundland. I can't stand it. Do you even know where Newfoundland is? Why would anyone want to live there? Why would anyone even go there? It's just cold and wet and full of rocks and probably full of lids, just sitting around, mocking me. Because that's what Newfoundland does. It mocks you. With its ocean and its nothingness. People talk about it like it's some kind of paradise, but you know what I see when I think of Newfoundland? Misery. I bet that's where Wando went. To Newfoundland. He's probably sitting there right now, on some rock, staring at the fog, holding my lid. My lid. Just sitting there, like, oh, look at me. I'm in Newfoundland. I'm so great. Well, you know what, Wando? You're not great. You're terrible. And Newfoundland is terrible. It's the worst. It's like someone took all the worst parts of the planet and squashed them together and called it a place. And then they fired Wando, and he went there to escape, but you can't escape from your crimes, Wando. Not in Newfoundland. Not anywhere. And another thing. Pumpkins. Let's talk about pumpkins for a second. Have you ever noticed how pumpkins have stems? Like, why do they even need stems? What are they for? I'll tell you what they're for. They're for capitalism. Yeah, that's right. It's capitalism. Think about it. Pumpkins didn't need stems before. They were fine without them. Just rolling around, doing their pumpkin thing. But then, capitalism came along, and suddenly pumpkins had stems. Why? So people could sell them. So you'd look at a pumpkin and think, oh, this one's got a stem. It must be worth more. It's a scam. Pumpkins aren't even supposed to have stems. But now they do. Because capitalism. It's always capitalism, sticking its greedy little fingers into everything. And I bet Wando's in on it. I bet Wando's sitting in Newfoundland right now, with a pumpkin, laughing at me. Laughing at all of us. With his stupid pumpkin stem. Like, oh, look at me. I've got a pumpkin and a lid and I'm in Newfoundland. You know what? I'm done. I'm done with Wando. I'm done with lids. I'm done with pumpkins. And you know what else? You know what